thank you so much for joining us. I'm here with my gorgeous, inspirational muse, the beautiful, one and only, and incredibly talented British actress, Phoebe Dynevor. Did I say it correctly? I'm always
yes,
like Dynevor.
Thank
God. Okay,
you
yes.
got it. Perfect.
Brilliant. I sort of discovered you really in lockdown because Bridgerton, I think the whole world was obsessed with Bridgerton. You were so beautifully mesmerising, such incredible performance, and you made us dream and fall in love again, and it was so amazing. And I was like, looking at your lips going, sure she's wearing Pillow Talk.
Could it be?
Could it be that famous Pillow Talk? And then you were wearing Pillow Talk lip liner and lipstick, which is great because you had to pretend you weren't wearing any makeup, but that is the reason I created it.
Yeah. I mean, it's also so perfect. You can see it gives you a little something, but you can't quite tell.
Exactly, you can't tell it's
natural.
there. Exactly, because that's why I created it. I would literally study that perfect lip pigment, and that's how I created Pillow Talk lip liner, was mimicking what nature naturally blessed you with. So that's why it could then end up in Bridgerton looking like no makeup. So,
and I, of course, have known about your makeup for years and years and years and years.
So we didn't know why exactly we were each other's massive fans. And then we were like, oh my God, we're going to work together. This is amazing. Because I was coming up with this beautiful skin foundation that had been in development. Actually, Kay was going to be one of the muses. And I was like, oh my God, Phoebe, I'm so in love with Phoebe. And
it was such an honour to be beside Kay and Jordan.
And Jordan, who's amazing as well.
Beautiful.
Oh my God, three of you just mesmerise me all the time. I'm completely sort of besotted with the three of you. And you all have the most beautiful skin. And for me, it was just like thinking about a foundation that really kind of mimicked. No one to look at you and go, oh, what a great foundation you're wearing, or that you're even wearing foundation.
Yeah, it's buildable as well. I like to put it on with my fingers and you get like
exactly. How do you play with it and work with it?
I think just depending on the day, but sometimes if I don't want to look like I'm wearing makeup, I'll just put a little bit on, just with my fingers.
Exactly.
No one knows.
Exactly, no one knows. Get the glow.
Little Pillow Talk, little beautiful
skin foundation. I want people to look like, oh my God, you've just got the most beautiful, glowing, radiant skin.
Yes.
Because it's got that radiant rose complex in it, hyaluronic acid, and together with the foundation, it's just making your skin look radiant and not like you're wearing a foundation in harsh daylight. Because you know how foundation can be so unforgiving.
You can see it in some lights, exactly. Absolutely.
One of the things I always say, beauty is a feeling. I mean, it's a feeling, whether it's confidence, happiness, joy, it's whatever you feel. And ideally, how do you feel about beauty being like a feeling? When you put on makeup, how do you feel? What do you feel it gives you?
I guess just a little confidence boost. I've always seen makeup as to highlight I guess when we're younger, we think, we think it's to cover things up. Or at least I did in my teenage years. Then as you get older, you realise it's about enhancing what you have.
Exactly, all about enhancing. It is. I've seen for so many years being a makeup artist, makeup and skincare is kind of about self-care, and it's about self-love, and it's about, and just that you can do a little or a lot, but you just gives you that, it's how it makes you feel. Because there's so many times I've got people who are tired, exhausted, whatever, because we're all living these really busy lives, as we know, and then they put on a bit of makeup and it's like, there she is, and it's sort of that
and I
kind
think
of.
we all have our little thing, don't we? Like I've always been like brows. The brows always come on. When I'm going out,
that's already
it makes me feel
with the brows.
like me. Yeah. And when I'm playing a role, it's not necessarily the brows.
Yeah.
But when I'm me, it's brows, a little bit of lip line, good to
Pillow
go.
Talk.
Pillow Talk, obviously.
Tell me about your brow routine, because they are brilliant. Actually, as a makeup artist, I'm kind of a bit obsessed with them. But it's like,
they're very specific.
I know, but that's what I love. They're kind of straight and thick and really chic.
Yeah. Well, I think I probably, as everyone did, overplucked in my teens.
Yes.
And again, just started to enhance things, right? As I got older, realised they are quite thick, so let's enhance that. And I quite like the straight look. I think the
straight look's very cool.
It's a look.
It's a great look.
Yeah.
Who is your beauty icon?
I
want
me going to the brows.
Exactly. Because for
it's
me,
always Audrey.
It's Audrey.
For me.
I know because she had that, like you, quite straight, and then she just do that little kind of fake arch in the corner.
Yes, she did. She'd do a little arch.
A little arch in the corner, but she had that straight, thick brow, and it was so.
Yes.
When I think of Audrey, I think of fabulous brows.
Yeah.
Because they are the pillars of the face, and we have a brow routine because I'm obsessed with brows as well, and you can be able to make it easy for the consumer, but it's like fill in, feather and then fix them so they don't
Yes, and I'm obsessed with this. This is my absolute go-to. I use it all the time. It glides on,
It glides,
doesn't it?
exactly, it does. No, I love it. And do you just use this natural brown brow cheat?
Yeah,
Just
bit of that. Brush them up. And I always start at the bottom.
Yes, I always start at the bottom.
Do you?
Yeah. Like you said, we all kind of plucked a little bit when we were younger, and having a thicker brow makes you look more youthful, and they are the pillars of the face, so it will give you great structure and form to the face.
Yes.
You know, Cara Delevingne, she brought back the power of the brow.
She did.
It's like, everyone was like, yes, luscious thick brows, go on, Cara. So that's what you do, so you just do it
So I just go under. I'm particularly obsessed with this area because I like to straighten them out.
Yes.
So I sort of put a little bit under like that.
It's so good. What it does is it kind of, I love that because the straightness of how Phoebe does her brows really gives you that, it stretches your eyes and that lifts your cheekbones.
Elongates.
Elongates,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yes, darling, yes, elongates. Geniusly, you understood your face.
No, it took me a while.
Did it take you a while
few
to get
years.
there?
Yeah.
No, I love it. But then you discover it and it's like, oh my God, the power of a great, fabulous
Yes,
brow.
absolutely.
Today we've been in New York and you and I have had such mad schedules and we've been having a lot of fun as well. As an actress, obviously, you will always understand the power of makeup because in a way it probably helps you transform into different characters, I would imagine,
Yeah.
and costume as well.
Absolutely. Hair and makeup's
Yeah.
so important. It's sort of the starting point for me.
Where you,
Yeah, it's always hair and makeup and costume. Not particularly in that
In any
order,
order,
but,
yeah,
but
exactly.
yeah, it is. It's really important. I think the best is when, you know, sometimes it's not putting any makeup on or a particular thing that you're really focusing on, like the eyes or something that really gets you in that zone of that scene and that character.
in a way, a bit like how I created the 10 looks for the brand. I think for me it was like, we all sometimes want to be a golden goddess on a beach, and sometimes we want to be the sophisticated kind of one, and sometimes we want to be the kind of vintage bad one, and sometimes we want to be the bombshell.
Yeah.
You know, it's like we've all got those different bits of our personality.
We do, we all have a little bit of each in us, I think. And I think you really realise that as an actor, but everyone has that.
Exactly. Oh my God, in a way, God, you get to live out all those parts of yourself.
Those,
exactly.
yeah.
All those parts. I love that. I love that about makeup, and I love that it can transport your feeling and your mood. What are your hero go-to products in your kind of makeup bag, would you say?
I don't have to think about this at all, but there's 3 that I can't live without. And it's the Beautiful Skin Foundation. I'm utterly obsessed with it. It changed my life. It's so glowy.
Yes.
And I love that about it. You can put it on with a brush for a little bit more coverage, or with your fingers and a bit of moisturizer, and you know, it's you can control it, and it also just gives you a beautiful dewy glow, which I love. I love. And then it has to be the brow cheat, and it's so easy to use. It glides on, and it's so.
And you just get that perfect precision.
You get perfect. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
That straight brow.
Straight brow.
Love that.
And of course the Pillow Talk liner.
Pillow Talk liner. Yes.
Which was how I found Charlotte Tilbury in the first place. I think that's a lot of people's way in. And then suddenly you become obsessed and buy absolutely everything.
I
There's
love
not
you.
one
I love
product
you.
you can't live without, really.
Darling, I know that purpose is so incredibly important to you, and you have supported ActionAid for years, apparently since my lucky number 2013.
Well, I was 13.
You were 13?
Yes, when I first went to India with ActionAid, I was 13. I went with my mum.
That's amazing.
And it's such an amazing charity. They really support women, and you know, and education is very important to them. Making sure women get an education around the world and the things that they need. You know, their work is really important. And I hope soon, when the world opens up a bit more, that I get to travel with them again.
Yes, purpose, it's so important to give back. Absolutely. I've done a lot for Women, charity with all my celebrity friends, kind of doing lipsticks named after them. We've given like £1 million to Women for Women, which is amazing, helping women in war-torn zones rebuild their lives.
Absolutely.
To your point, they just literally don't have the most basic things.
Yes.
And obviously the other night we were together at His Royal Highness the Prince of Wales' gala with our friend Edward Enningful, and we had the most fun table. We really did. Lily James, you, Kate Moss, Maya Jama, Sabrina Elba. It was honestly, it was
a very fun night. We were the fun table.
We were the fun table. I went around the gala room, they were like, are you guys English naughty table having too much fun.
The English naughty.
I've just become an ambassador for the Princess Trust, which is so amazing. An ambassador for Enterprise, helping entrepreneurs, achieve their dreams. Because I always say, dare to dream it, dare to believe it, dare to do it.
Absolutely.
Right? I mean, you must have, that's so you as well. It is. Well,
anything you put your mind to.
Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's what the Princess Trust do so well, is allowing young people to know that they can do it and giving them the access and the tools that they need in order to be able to achieve their dreams.
Exactly.
Because, if you can't see it firsthand, then how are you going to be able to do it on your own? So
where do you start?
Yeah, where do you start?
So, I remember that even starting my own business, it was like, I had this dream of, setting up a makeup brand, but I was a makeup artist. So I was like, where do you start? How do you write a business plan? Where do you go? So it's just, I eventually kind of was so determined, like you were saying, that you then kind of find people and you get access to things. And I'm very privileged and very lucky, but not everyone has that. So it's wonderful to have it all brought together with all these amazing entrepreneurs helping the Princess Trust and
younger people, the younger generation.
The younger generation, exactly, that will make the difference to the world.
Absolutely.
I don't know where all the time has gone, but this has been, honestly, just been so fun. I could speak to Phoebe all day. I can't tell you how gorgeous you are, even more in person, and you see her on screen, and totally inspiring. So there'll be more. Please can we do more?
Thank you for having me.
Mwah, mwah, mwah. Thank you for sharing all these magical moments and Phoebe's favourite beauty secrets, which you can now shop on charlottetilbury.com.